But I'll come back to you later in terms of how technology is disrupting the whole thing. I'm adding one more dimension to the already, concerning skew in terms of how technology is also going to disrupt. Thanks so much for your thoughts. Praveen, now we turn to you. Now you are on this side. You heard a lot about the requirements and how things are changing. As somebody who's taken up skill, in fact, I should congratulate you for that. Thanks so much for leading a lot of youth here to take this as a career path, and I do believe this is going to be a key contribution to the sector as well. So, but what are your thoughts in terms of how are you preparing youngsters, particularly the L1 category, and even upskilling and reskilling for the new requirements that you've been hearing?
Thank you so much, and very good morning to you all. It's indeed a privilege to be part of this panel with such esteemed speakers. I'm pretty nervous because I've got my professor, Vice Chancellor, sitting right next to me, in fact. Firstly, it is a very interesting and an important topic for the present generation, the future of jobs and skills. It is important to understand what the future is going to look like in various spaces. Like we all believe, if you're not going to be relevant for the future, the system is not going to take you in. So it's very important to understand what the technology advancements are going to be there in various industries, across various spaces, and how technology is going to be enabled in each of them to simplify human efforts and decision making. The topic is very significant to what we do at LetzConnect on a day-to-day basis. Basically, we started building this platform to address the unemployability scenario, which is a rising factor in the country. And we wanted to build a solution towards for the students starting as early as when they get into the college. So we decided to build a student platform where we built a student community by hosting an intranet in a college, linking all those intranets across various academic institutions. We used AI to understand user context to draw personalized learning path and career path and make them employable in the process by curating contents and making subject matter experts and industrial experts meet the students that are respective to the individual user, and finally getting them employed by through our employment exchanges that we've integrated within our platform, and helping the right user be mapped to the right opportunity. So while we built this platform, while we went through this journey, we realized that each of the blocks, what I just explained, is kind of going through a shift. There is a transformation happening in each of these blocks. So I spoke about intranet as a medium to bring the students in. We realized that the entire medium, the channel of communication is getting changed. There's a transformation happening there, completely from an offline to an online. The way students communicate, the way academicians communicate with the students, institutions communicate with the students, and the way students are looking to access contents and services more on an online manner than on an offline manner. And talking about contents, making a person employable, it's evolving beyond what's being taught in academic institutions. It's not just confined with what's as part of your syllabus. They are trying to, it's getting into where they want to meet right skilling experts, trying to emphasize more on soft skills and future skills like IoT, blockchain, cybersecurity, whatever the latest advancements are going to be. And also learning is kind of transforming into a more seamless and more interactive manner. Gone are the days where you have a content being displayed and the student goes through the entire content, he has a doubt, he gets to get to that specific point, it takes time, and where he continues to have the doubt, he doesn't have any way to clarify that. So it's becoming seamless, where it's more like an on-demand. If he wants to access an academician or a subject matter expert from a company, he should be able to do that instantaneously. So that's where we felt content is getting progressing. We talk about assessments, so it's getting into more AI-driven way of understanding user context, by which way you'll be able to analyze and understand every single user's ability and his aspiration, and then plot a learning path based on that. And of course, finally, jobs. It's kind of moving from the conventional way into the gig economy model. Like as part of LetzConnect, we realize that, for example, internship is something that is a very important factor while you're a student, because it kind of helps you understand how processes and systems work in companies, what's being taught as part of in your classroom as part of your syllabus, how it's been implemented in industries. So we realize that due to a lot of geographic challenges and demographic constraints, a lot of students are not able to access such opportunities, and that is kind of like missing out on an exposure curve for them. So what we decided to build is to bring live internship opportunities where rather than a single student kind of accessing an opportunity offline, we decided to build it into a lab where multiple students can access the same opportunity and bringing live projects from companies where the economy of scale becomes higher. So you're talking about like 90% plus students who do not have access to internship opportunities today. So we felt by certain building this over an online medium could solve the problem. And again, with respect to jobs, we realized with our own exchanges and associates that we plugged into a platform, it's getting into a model where it's going to be more emphasize and focus on technology, where an individual user who is specific or who is proficient enough on a particular technology will be right-skilling himself more on that specific technology. Gone are the days where they're going to be specifically fixing themselves on a company and working through their lifetime on various projects with the company. It's going to be a model where they will be fixated on the technology, and companies and projects will work around the individual user. So looking at these advancements, we felt that these are the transformations that are happening, and we have to build it at a very early stage for the user to understand what the future progressions are going to be. So it's clear that the transformation is happening, and it's happening for the better, and it's happening now. So it would be a good idea to discuss more on all the advancements in this particular panel.
Thank you so much, thanks. And you did represent the aspirations, the expectations, and also the compulsions